Today on the BST4 channel, we have this 1994 Ford F150 for $300. Rusty as all heck, but nevertheless, it has issues, and we're going to tackle it all on this video. Car starts up on the dime. It's working. Now when you go here, right, you can see this frame here. See how it's a little cockeyed. You probably can't see it. And you see that this one here, straight like an arrow. That's part of the issue. Now, let me show you what is going on. Alright, we got the truck home, man. To recap what's going on and what we're getting the rust off, seeing what we're working with, just having an idea of what we are dealing with. There's cracks everywhere, more cracks everywhere. It's really wild. First thing that we know that we need to do, we need to get this power steering situation correct. And they installed a 3-inch lift kit, and they installed a new one of these. This is brand new, as you can see. It ain't even been touched. Normally this would be like the first thing to rust, because this and this doesn't match. Now we got a situation where I started grinding down here. See these bolts here? They are no good. Now this cross member, no good. Has a crack right in the middle of it. See that crack there? Yeah, this thing is thin and it's going to break. We still got to work with that. There is a few cracks over here, and I'm going to go show you them now. See the crack in the corner? That's the crack in the corner of this frame that we're trying to deal with. And you can see underneath here, that's the bolt. See that bolt got to go through there, and it has to go through the other one, but I have to make sure that I have that corner tied in pretty well, and then I go underneath there and weld it. And there's a few cracks underneath here. Right there, that's a crack. Put the light over there, and you can kind of see it now. That's a crack and everything else. So this is why I said that this has to come out. Get the wheel and go around these bolts here and everything, and then I'm gonna spray oil down on that. And I sprayed a little bit of PB Blast all around there. So that's what I'm trying to do, get everything ready and prepped. So we took our behind to the junkyard. So we know that we can go ahead and get some parts off of these Fords here. I was looking at this steering shaft here, but I think this truck is an 89. So what will be more ideal will be this Bronco, because it's a 94. My truck is a 94. That makes sense. I like that bar underneath there. That'll work. That will hold the frame pretty proper, man. I'm trying to get this thing out and just get this nut off in the bottom over there. I need something to lay on, but we got this right here. There's always something. Just got to work with it. A little wet, but let's get up underneath there. Only cool thing when the car is oily like this, everything come off like butter when it's oily. So that's a good thing. All right, we finally got that out. That's there here. Now we got to go get that bar up over here. I unscrewed it already, and I'm just trying to get the other end out. Right there. Bolt that shit out. And that should be it. Let's see. You know, I can make my own, but guess what, man? If something's already here that can help, I'll do that. And I'll still make one that goes from here to over here inside the rails there. Now, let's go ahead and gather these parts up, bring it back, take it back to the ranch. All right, man, we made it home, and we've gotten this bar out. We needed that bar. That's the bar that came out of the F-150 out of the junkyard, and we're gonna use that as a brace just like they did. They used it as a brace, and this is the one that we took out of the old F-150 that's here look at all this stuff here. Rusty, rusty, rusty. We've gotten a new hose. We're good with that. And we're going to take off this pitman arm, because this one here was a bitch to take out. But this one here, we're going to take our time and make sure we lined it up perfect, just like how this is. And then we'll put it and install it into the truck. So now let's get to the truck and show you what it looks like. All right, so now took the bumpers off, right? Took out the power steering gearbox, and everything seems like we're getting some momentum. But lo and behold, we go underneath here, the typical crack is right there. You can kind of see it all the way down better than me, and you see it. The plan is to weld the top of this and then stop somewhere in between there, and then bang in that part right there, and then finish the weld completely. Then go around all of the frame and check for cracks. I know there's some cracks on this side, got to repair that. Some cracks over here, going all the way back, got to repair that. Repair the hole that's in the back in the corner also. Do all of those things. Since it's cold outside, I have to heat the metal up, because I have this bootleg arc welder that I'm trying to weld with, and it won't weld at all or situation. I continue this method, and it's long and tedious, but you just have to get it done. I have to keep the metal heated up, because it gets cold very quick, because I'm outside in the cold and the elements, and it's very tough to do this. And I'm using a 90 amp welder, stick welder, no doubt. And you guys know it's a little difficult if you ain't got the right electrode and everything else. But as you can see, I'm making it happen. That's what you have to do. Just make it happen by all means. This is what we got. It's pretty decent. Go around there, and then I'm gonna try to get a triangle piece to go up in that area. You probably can't really see it too much, but that's what I'm gonna plan to do. I made a bar. Well, got a bar from over here. Didn't really finish quite welding it up and everything. I didn't measure it. I just put it in there. It wasn't really planned. It was just, that's where the radiator sits, and I want to make sure that that radiator is kind of supported, you know what I mean, and stay underneath there. Now I'm going to try to figure out the bar that goes across here and here, and then kind of grind some other points, and try to get that corner better over there. I was welding it up, it didn't come out too right, so I have to it blew right through actually. So I'm up here sitting, you know, what's the next move on that. So it's just a lot. So the bar right here, I'm not gonna put the bolts in it. I'm not gonna do all of that. I'm just gonna weld it. So all right, man, we welded up that bar and put a weld here, behind there, and then we went across here, welded up over here, then we weld this right around here, because this thing here was the daggone problem. Then we installed the power steering gearbox, and when we installed that, we put in the new hose that's right there. And now we're going to go ahead and test it and see how it does, see if this thing here moves. So you see that it doesn't move, man, and that is a good thing. Now we have welded up this situation here. Looks good. Again, it's just a little patchwork where that hole was. You know, I was checking out the rust and I made a hole, so now we just patched over it. And, you know, it's just a cosmetic, visual looking fix, so we are good on that. Now we're here about to take it for a spin for the first time. My first time driving an F150, my first F150 that I ever bought, and we're going to go take it for a spin. All right, let's get this thing going, man. We over here, we're gonna get this, we're gonna see how this thing drives.
I'll tell you one thing, the turning radius is pretty good. Now we just gonna get this thing. Now, this is my first really drive with this truck, and it is pretty legit. I like it. Wow, the shocks are good. It feels good. Man, the only thing is this steering wheel crazy. But other than that, man, this is good. A truck at this age, with all the issues that it has, that it will be like some real janky thing that you know. But it's really, man, yo, this ain't too bad, man. Even with the lift kit and everything, it rides pretty daggone good. Now, this is a work truck. Now, this is $300, and we got this thing rocking. This is good, man. This is good. I like it. Now, it turns legit. I really do like this truck, man. Wow. You don't know. This feels good, man. This really, really feels good. I need to go get some gas in this joint. That's what I need to go do. But we'll do that on a later note. But we're just trying to drive it. And it's not that bad inside, man. I'm really shocked. I'm really, really shocked. This is probably, pound for pound, the best $300 I ever spent in my entire life, as far as, you know, car wise. This here, man, with all the welding and banging and cutting and everything, which wasn't really too bad. You know, all I did was I sat down and I really thought about, like, okay, this is how you're gonna tackle this. You know what I mean? And I got some information from you guys and everything, and then I remixed it. And I really do appreciate all you guys' input on this. Now we have officially a BST shop truck, ready to roll, ready to go. And I do enjoy this truck, and it rides so well. The only thing I need to do is I got to get that cross member. That rusty cross member is still underneath here. That's the only two things I need to do, is the cross member and the front drive shaft. Once I get those two things done, this truck will be really ready to go right now. Oh man, so we do have our serious work truck here. Mind you, it's still in the process of getting fixed. It's still rusty as all heck, but man, $300 for this. This is a steal. We're good now. This is pretty daggone nice, man, and we just got to get this thing here done. I think the next thing cosmetically is really just this. Best thing to do is really take off the bed, but I really just want to put something on it so they make it look better. As you can see, I spray paint the rust just to give it a hey, what's going on with it look and everything else. But other than that, man, it runs solid. As you can see, the bumper is a little bit, this one is legit, but when you come over here to this one on this side, it's a little bit like bent, but it's still legit though, nevertheless, man. So, man, thank you guys for watching this episode of Build Something TV, man. Thank you guys for all the support and watching the videos, man. I just wanted to give you an update on the $300 F150 XLT with how many miles is on this thing? I'm supposed to keep up with this stuff. Yeah, that many miles on there. That's what it has. So we'll see you guys on the flip side and check you guys out on the next video where we're gonna be. All right, see you guys.